everyone, welcome to the Gameswell show, Subtrendy's video game talk show. I'm your host, Andrew, and today we have Thomas. And if you haven't watched the Gameswell show, what we do is everybody who's on the show, today we only have two of us, brings a random video game topic or discussion to talk about, and we just hang out and talk for a little bit.
Yep.
So, we have a tradition though. Thomas, you're aware of this tradition. You've been on this a few times. What have you been playing lately?
Well, I got The Last of Us.
Cool.
And I've been playing a lot of Skirmish on Battlefront.
Oh yeah, I see you on. Have you been playing with that one, or are you just playing computer, or what?
I've been playing by myself and with my little brother Michael a little bit. So
Oh, cool.
Shout out to Michael. He's watching.
Awesome.
I'm watching some of our stuff.
Yeah, he leaves comments every once in a while.
But yeah, it's
really
fun.
bad
I like it a lot. I like it a lot more than the online play because I can do stuff and get in ships and not feel like I'm the worst person on the battlefield.
Right.
So
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean. I picked up the game like maybe a month after it came out. Like not just like
you're so far behind by then.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I got it even longer after that.
yeah, like I got it for Christmas and like I only played it for like a few weeks and I was just like I can't do it. I can't get into it. So Last of Us and Battlefront. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Jessica started playing on Saturday of this past Saturday, and we've been playing nonstop. Like any free time we have. It's really bad. It's so much fun.
Cool.
They've got loot boxes right now for the Summer Olympics, and so you can get skins.
Is that like a RNG type thing in the
Yep.
game? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 100 items to unlock, and they're going to take forever to unlock, and Blizzard has even said like no one's going to be able to unlock all of them.
I think
there's
Blizzard
not time.
underestimates how dedicated some people can be.
It's almost like statistically impossible.
Okay.
Because of like you only get unless you buy just buy loot boxes, but then you have like RNG working against you and stuff like that. So then you're just dumping money into it, which they're fine with. But
Yeah, it sounds more like a challenge at that point.
you know what? You're right. Maybe we will see somebody on the internet and just be like, "I've got this," and gets all the cool summer Olympic stuff. All right. So on to topics. You got one for us?
Yes. Okay. So, Pokemon Go. We talked a little bit about on the show before.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of dying out. I don't know if you've looked at like the reviews lately.
Yeah, they're bad.
It's real bad.
It's real bad. Yeah.
And I feel like part of that might be because just kind of disillusionment. And that when the game initially came out, it had this kind of mystical air to it of like, you just didn't know what was in it, you know? And now it's just like, we know what's in it, and it's like Rattatas and Pidgeys everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, basically, harkening back to the days, like our playground days, you know? And there was no internet, nothing like that.
Yep.
Or there was, but we had very limited access to it.
Yeah, everything's like dial-up.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
And there were just rumors abounding about games.
Yeah.
For instance, going back to Pokemon, there was the Mew rumor of
Under the truck.
Mew's in the game under the truck. I think we might have mentioned that before in the show in some other context. Wasn't really even true.
Yeah, no.
But what was your favorite instance, I guess, of just rumors traded on the playground or whatever about a game that you have?
Okay, mine would also be a Pokemon one.
Oh yeah?
And what's funny is I've noticed it's different based on where you grew up, and that's the way to make your catches with Pokeballs more successful. Where I grew up, it was B and down. I've heard A down, I've heard A up, I've heard press every button, which is difficult because Game Boys are like, palm it, like the start and select buttons. But yeah, it's different based on where you grew up from like what I've talked to people about this and like done like unofficial research.
Yeah, I think mine, if I remember right, it was either holding A and B or just like hammering B as fast as you can.
Yeah. So that would probably be mine. And that's one that's always stuck with me. And like to this day, even with the new Pokemon games, I still hold down B.
That's awesome.
I still do. I can't risk it. If that helps and I need to catch that Slowpoke, I'm gonna catch that damn Slowpoke. And I'm not gonna let some stupid like superstition, me not believing in it, screw me up. I'm not gonna let it happen.
And that's the thing, like it was hard to really verify what was true and what was false, and that just added this whole other thing to the game. Like with cheat codes were traded on the playground a lot.
Yep.
And kind of the fun thing about it back then was they weren't always right. Like sometimes you got BS cheat codes from your friends and they just kind of screwed you over. But like when you got one right, you were like, bingo, we're in. You know, that was always just kind of fun.
I remember like there used to be Tips and Tricks magazine, and like the back almost third of the magazine was just cheat codes for just tons of games, and it was printed on really shitty, like papery paper, not like the nice glossy stuff.
Right.
Because like it was just like newspaper print. They just churned these out, and then there was like during the book fairs at school, there was the 2004 Nintendo 64 cheat guide, and like it was like this little like big rectangle book, and it had all the cheat codes that like they wanted to release.
I'd say in my experience, not even all those were real.
Like, no, there was some. Yeah, I know. I agree. There was a few that I was like, this isn't working for me.
Yeah.
But then GameFAQs came around. I remember cheatcc.com being a huge thing. I never liked it. I don't know why, but GameFAQs.
It just seemed a little less reliable. Like it was kind of like the whole playground with your friends telling you cheat codes, but these were people you didn't even know or trust.
Yeah, like the Wikipedia, like the pre-Wikipedia Wikipedia of cheat codes. But I loved GameFAQs. I use that all the time. What about you? What's the one?
Probably something that comes to mind, just kind of a funny story, is like, God, it was probably like 4th or 5th grade, and like my friend Jacob, this was when the original Star Wars Battlefront came out, and that game's coming into play again apparently. And he was like, yeah, I was playing instant action, and Mace Windu came up to me and like deflected a blaster bolt at me, or deflected a rocket at me and killed me. And I was like, there's no heroes in instant action, like that's BS. Like, and like called him out on it, and like for years I believed that. And then in like 2012 I got the game again, and like in the options I found
you can turn
an option to turn heroes on in instant action. So Jacob, I apologize if I like called you out. You were right, man. Like
Mace Windu was there and he was deflecting rockets. That's funny. Yeah, no, like it's funny like what they would hide in the options menu too, because there were certain things that you could trigger. And
there's some cool stuff.
No, speaking of cheats though, I remember one time like it drives me nuts to this day that I can't remember what happened, but I had Sonic Advance 2 on the Game Boy Advance, and the game was incredibly hard. I had beaten the game, but I couldn't get to like the actual end because I couldn't get the Chaos Emeralds, like typical Sonic crap. But I was just sitting on the main screen, I was just like pressing buttons and just doing something, and I was like, alright, I'll finally actually start playing, and I run through a level trying to get the Chaos Emerald, and I die, and my life just never went down. I had found the unlimited lives cheat.
Just by randomly tapping
and I have no idea what I pressed. And I haven't looked lately because I don't even own the game anymore, but throughout the years I looked to see if anybody had figured it out, and no one has figured it out on the internet.
You had the Holy Grail.
I did. I could have been famous. And I ruined it because I didn't remember the random buttons I pressed as an 8-year-old. Or whatever I was.
Man, that's hilarious.
But yeah, that's like my one thing. I was like, I'm so unintentionally smart. Like this took no talent, but I could claim it did. I sat here for hours and I never did.
I'm pretty sure you were cursed by like a Greek god or something.
Yes.
Like
probably.
That's generally what happens.
By the Chaos Emeralds.
Right. Yeah.
Chaos was like, nah, they don't get this. But and like it sucked because you couldn't go into the Cheo Garden, which was the part I was looking forward to, unless you got some of the Chaos Emeralds, and I didn't get a single one. So it's like I never got to hang out with the Cheos, and they were awesome. And I'm that's still my favorite part of Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2.
Just chilling out with them?
Yeah, just like making them race and like feeding them weird animals so they grow weird body parts, and you know what I'm talking about, right?
Like a little bit.
Okay.
I played a little bit of Sonic Adventure 1 or 2 lately. I forgot which one.
Yeah, like they're like little blue things, and you like find the animals in the game. Yeah, you feed them animals. They're like, and then like if you feed them like enough penguins, they get like penguin arms.
What?
Yeah, like
you can feed them penguins.
Well, you don't feed them, but like they like hold them, they play with them, and then like the penguins disappear. But it's not actually eating. It's just like absorbing. Yeah, because you can actually feed them like fruit and stuff. So like they're not destroying these cute innocent animals like lions and stuff.
It's just like in Prototype when they just like absorb it into their body mass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's more adorable.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. Anything else on cheats and playground rumors? I can't think of any other ones like off the top of my head. There's always the Pokemon one.
There's so many out there. I just can't think of them. I know that Rogue Squadron, to bring another Star Wars thing because I'm a freak about that, had a lot that were really cool.
Yeah.
That were just really obscure. Like you could do the Millennium Falcon. You could do a Naboo Starfighter. The game came out I think before Phantom Menace even was there. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Lots of good stuff.
Yeah, if you know of any playground cheats that you heard as a kid, let us know in the comments. Yeah. That'd be really fun to read. I've always been cool. I almost did a folklore project on the actual Pokemon.
That would be good.
But it sounded like a lot of work, and it was my last semester of college, so I didn't. And I talked about getting drunk instead.
Also good.
Yes.
Also.
So for my topic, I've got. I don't know where I came up with this. Maybe it's from playing Overwatch and seeing all the cool weapons and stuff. And what sucks is I don't actually have an answer to my own question, so I'm going to play off whatever you have if you have an answer right away. If you could pick any video game technology, like any technology featured in a video game, to be real, just one, what would you pick?
Okay. So this is kind of cheating because you said just one.
Okay.
I'm just going to say what my gut reaction was and then what I've decided on.
Okay.
So my gut reaction, immediately I thought a portal gun.
Okay.
Because that would just be really cool. Honestly, I would use it for like the most like benign things. I would just like make like a portal here and then one in St. Louis and just like keep those there and never change them and just be like, alright, I'm home, I'm back.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It'd be a pretty lame use of that, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, or just alternate solution, or alternate use for that kind of ties into what you've got. So take a portal gun, shoot like the orange portal at that wall, or you guys can't see that. How about this wall right here?
Okay.
Mail it to someone you want to go visit and have them shoot the blue portal.
That's a good idea.
And then everybody just mails portal guns around when they want to travel. Boom.
That is pretty smart.
Sorry, airlines. Sorry, Jessica's stepdad. You're a pilot.
We ruined the airline community.
We did. But never trains, because trains are great. Anyway, I thought of the portal gun. I did. And then I was like, too nefarious. Like, people could really use that to, like, do terrible things.
Yeah, just, like, shoot, like, a portal gun on a wall, and then shoot one, like, in the ceiling of a gymnasium.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Like, I mean, with great power comes great responsibility. Right. And I feel like any of these technologies we pick
That's true.
would be bad. What was your other one, your actual answer, though?
The one that I actually decided on, and this one might even be later, I don't know, the Animus from Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
Just kind of a really interesting history, and I think it would be cool just to kind of go back and basically see... I wouldn't want it to be my own ancestors, though, because one, they're like... I feel like that would be weird.
That would be weird.
Like...
Especially because like, there's the scene in Assassin's Creed 2 where you play as Altair briefly, and you go and you...
Yeah, there's a couple like sex scenes in Assassin's Creed.
And just like, no!
It's like, you're still my relative.
Yeah.
Presumably.
No, so, and like, you can't alter the timeline. Like, you're just kind of a passenger along for the ride.
Sort of. It's weird. It's confusing.
Yeah, it's time travel.
But even if it was just like a movie, like a 3D movie, I don't know, it'd be kind of cool, I think.
More like Assassin's Creed 4. Which I thought was a great concept, was the using the Animus to make movies.
Yeah.
Abstergo Entertainment.
Right.
I really like the way they went with that, actually. Speaking of Assassin's Creed. So you go with the Animus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How about you? You thought of something yet?
Okay, so I'm going to go kind of what you did. I'm going to say my gut reaction.
Okay.
And then my actual reaction. Or my actual pick. My gut reaction was Mass Effect Relays.
Ooh.
And then I realized that's a terrible idea because we don't have any technology to fend for ourselves in space. Like, we can barely, we still screw up getting to the moon.
True. Once we get the Mass Effect Relays, that's when the Reapers come. So.
Exactly. And, yes, that opens up the potential for a lot more, technology from other species and stuff. But remember the Omega 4 relay, when you went through there? Mm. You don't know what's on the other side. And so you went through and you just got, people just got annihilated. And so, that's opening up, and, bad things come through. So you're just opening up a lot of worms that we're not ready for as a species. I feel like first we need phalanx cannons and stuff. But that's a crappy technology.
We just gotta upgrade our Normandy.
Yeah, we need to get Garrus. We need to find a Garrus. He needs to calibrate everything.
Oh yes.
And Morty needs to research stuff using dark matter and titanium or whatever stuff we
and
find.
sing for us.
Yes. Oh, and sing because he is a Solarian.
Of course.
Yes. Okay, and I have another one that I don't know if it counts as a technology, but I really want it to be real, and it's kind of cheating in a way.
Let's hear it.
Power rings. Green Lantern power rings, because DC Universe Online is a thing, and you can have a power ring in it, so that's my
That's true. I mean, Injustice has it too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Injustice. So, not a technology. Kinda is. But power rings would be cool.
I think it's kind of a technology.
So, most powerful weapon in the universe. And I feel like it's got enough defensive capabilities as well. And you have to be an exceptional person to be able to use one really properly, so it kind of culled the herd a little bit on who can use it. and then like you can protect yourself if you do have one. But then again, like common people who can't use it wouldn't be able to protect themselves with this kind of thing. But once again, great power, great responsibility. I also really just like Green Lanterns, or just the lanterns in general.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't really know that much about Green Lantern, to be honest. Like, I know a little bit. Like, I know what Power Rings are and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So you got like the emotional spectrum and stuff. So it'd be cool to like see like who like what like you can go to like on like your 18th birthdays and you can go if you can even wear a ring. You can go and like try out the color spectrum and like which one is strongest, like resonates with you the strongest. And I'm sure like everyone would at least be able to like use one and like kind of tap into it, but not effectively.
Be kind of like a Harry Potter, like be like squibs of like the rings, and they can just kind of make balloon animals with them, and it's about
exactly. And like, but like you automatically know that like the red, orange, and yellow people are like the worst people in the world because like red is rage,
right? Yeah.
Yellow is fear, and orange is avarice, which is greed.
Right.
And that's why there's only one orange ring because he won't make any more because he wants them all to himself.
Ah.
But so like you know those people are like, but like blue and green people you're like, let's hang out because like they're good guys usually. So I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to like see who's picked as what and like you get cool powers and you can make stuff and yeah.
What a thing to learn about yourself though. If you thought you were a really good person and you like kind of are, but like you got a red ring on it, like just
I mean, I think out of those three, like red, yellow, and orange, like red's probably the least like bad. Like you're like a little mad sometimes. Like you just like anger is your dominant like emotion. Whereas like fear, like you like causing fear.
Yeah, that's a little more sadistic.
And orange is like you're greedy. Like you can't get around like really those two as much. But red is just like okay, you might have some anger management issues. Like not even like a ton. Like you don't have to go see anyone about it, but you just like kind of like that's just the dominant one. Just your hopelessness. You know, I don't know. But yeah, like that's my reaction to the question. Like I don't know if it counts as technology, but I want a power ring really bad.
I mean, it's like as realistic as basically anything else we've mentioned so far.
That's true.
So.
Anything that clones Pokemon just so I can make Pokemon, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But you need like the source material first. So
yeah, if you have something that clones Pokemon, you're still kind of out of luck until you have a Pokemon.
The machine from the Pokemon first movie that sucks up the Mewtwo uses to suck up all the Pokemon and make clones of. I want that machine preloaded with all the DNA of all the Pokemon.
You know what's weird?
What?
I like Wikipedia the plot of the Pokemon movie today.
Yeah, and it's still brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Like, it has a really good message for kids.
It does. It's a great family film.
Yeah.
They just re-released it on Blu-ray.
What?
Yeah, the first three. It's like $50 for all three.
Oh yeah. It's
kind
of a lot.
And it's like Blu-ray, so it comes like a sweet steelbook, but like doesn't even look that good. It's just a steelbook.
I would just want to watch it.
Yeah.
Like.
They used to be on Netflix.
What?
They used to be. At least like the later like 2 and 4 and 3 were. I don't think 1 ever was. Because I remember watching the 4th one for the first time with Jessica's Family on Netflix, forever ago. But yeah.
Okay.
So Pokemon cloning machine. If power rings don't count, because I feel like if you had a power ring, you can just construct Pokemon.
That's true. That's true.
And then my Andrew, that's a terrible idea. Answer is Mass Effect Realist. So, and then you had Animus and
Portal Guns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other ones you can think of off the bat before we wrap it?
I mean, like lightsabers, I guess. Whatever.
Oh.
Yeah. What else?
Duh.
There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there that I would like. Like even just like Batman's grapple gun. Like,
yeah. And then almost. I mean, yeah. That's like just like a brief stretch. Like it's.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean though. It's
just a lot of cool stuff. It's
Yeah.
like if I could have it, I would, I want a drone. Basically.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about that before.
We wandered through Best Buy with Thomas one time and you just talked about drones the whole time. So I asked if we should open up a Best Buy credit card account so we could buy you a drone.
Yeah.
Crap. Tracer's flashback device from Overwatch.
Oh yeah,
Lets you go back in time 3 seconds. Not super practical for like normal life, unless like you cut off your foot or something.
It's true.
If you're like can get over the shock of you missing a foot, you'd be like and go back. But for like military, it'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
So, yep.
Or you just like hit it a lot in a row, maybe.
It has a recharge.
Does it?
It's like a 5-second recharge, so you actually like.
Somebody needs to get on a repair for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a workaround.
Yep.
OP. All right. Anything else before we go?
I think we're good.
Okay. No Man's Sky next week.
Yes.
Really pumped about that. Go check out the website subtrendy.com. Daily articles, and you can see where all our videos in a really convenient place. Also the YouTube channel, which is where you probably are now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what technology you would like to see from a video game in real life, and also playground cheats that you've heard of. Let us know yours in the comments. And go check out the Facebook page. Give us a like over there. We post all our updates there, so it's once again one really easy, convenient place. As soon as new stuff comes out, you'll know about it. Anything else?
Nope. That's it.
See you next time.